Hi there, my name's Damon. Today I'm going to be cooking up for you my take on a classic Asian dish, that being crispy chicken with cashew nuts. Now this particular dish is far more delicious than the effort it requires to cook it, so there's no excuses not to try it. What we're going to be preparing today will easily feed 4 people, served up with some jasmine rice for example. Yeah, it's very straightforward. So what we're going to be doing is taking it in 3 stages. Stage 1 is to prepare our sauce. Stage 2 is to prepare our crispy chicken. And stage 3 is bringing everything together with all our other ingredients to produce this absolutely fantastic dish. So without further ado, let's crack on. Okay then, so step 1 is our sauce. Now the sauce is the glue that holds this dish together. So what we're going to need, first off, trusty mixing bowl. Into our trusty mixing bowl, 2 tablespoons of light soy sauce. I specify light because this recipe also uses dark soy sauce. However, you can just use a general, regular, all-purpose soy sauce if you have one, that's fine. To the soy sauce, we add 2 tablespoons of rice wine vinegar. Now, if you don't have rice wine vinegar, use cider vinegar. If you don't have cider vinegar, use white wine vinegar. Easy. Okay, so we've added soy sauce for saltiness, we have our vinegar for tang. We need to now add some sweetness to our sauce. So to do that, we're going to use 1 tablespoon, see that, 1 tablespoon of light brown sugar, and a tablespoon of plum sauce. Now plum sauce is traditionally used as a dipping sauce, but it's a lovely thick, syrupy sauce that adds a lovely consistency to what we're producing here. And it adds a real nice fruity sweetness. If you can't find plum sauce, you could try using sweet chilli sauce, for example, or maybe even honey. Failing that, just add in another tablespoon of the light brown sugar. Now we're adding in the dark soy sauce. So this is a teaspoon of dark soy sauce. Again, if you can't find light and dark soy sauce, you can either add a splash more of your regular soy sauce or just leave out this step altogether. Just adds a little extra sweetness to the finished article. So if you do have both, use both. And the very final ingredient for our sauce is half a teaspoon of cornflour, which is going to help the sauce thicken up nicely. Only thing that remains, grab a spoon, give it a stir through. And that's step 1 done. Okay, so sauce made up, we're on to stage 2 already, which is our crispy chicken. So for this, obviously, we need some chicken. I have here 2 decent sized chicken breasts that I've just cut into thin slices. And to our chicken breast, we want to add 70 grams of cornflour. A good twist of salt, and another one of pepper. So with all that in the bowl, all you want to do now is mix your chicken through, making sure that every single piece is thoroughly coated with this mixture. So, with all our chicken nicely coated with the flour mixture, it's time to grab our wok. Right, we've broken out the wok, our oil is heating up. In terms of oil, I like to use coconut oil when I'm cooking Asian food. When I don't have that, I tend to use either groundnut oil or rapeseed oil. Good quality frying oil, basically. Nothing that will leave too much of a flavour on the chicken, so avoid heavily flavoured oils. In terms of quantity, we're not deep frying here. We are very much shallow frying, so you want 2 to 3 mil depth on the base of the pan, and that's it. While we wait for our oil to heat up, grab a dish or a bowl, tray, something like this, line it with some kitchen towel and set it off to one side near your wok, because you're going to need it, because that's where your chicken's going. Okay, this oil looks nice and hot, so what we're going to do, we're going to take our chicken and start adding it to the wok in batches. So as you're frying up your batches, you want to be turning your pieces of chicken occasionally to make sure they're cooking evenly. until we get this. This is what you're going for. You're going for this really lovely golden coloured crispy chicken. Once every piece of chicken's achieved this, you just pop it in that dish that we prepared earlier with the kitchen towel, which will soak off any excess oil. So, having covered my kitchen in oil, I am left with this, which is a tray of golden crispy chicken. It's fantastic, it looks great. Avoid the temptation to just start tucking into it. I'd be lying if I said I hadn't tested it though. But try your best to avoid that, because what we're going to be doing with it next turns this into an awesome dish. Welcome to stage 3. You've made it past stage 1, stage 2, and we're at stage 3. So stage 1, we made our sauce. Stage 2, we fried up our chicken, and stage 3 now is about combining everything together and finishing our dish. First things first, I've got some oil going in a wok here, trying to get it nice and hot again. I'm actually just using the oil that I had left over from my chicken, because why not? I've also put some rice on, and that's hot. So we won't do that again. Anyway, oil looks like it is probably just about ready. First thing we want, 1 large red onion, sliced. Together with 3 cloves of garlic, roughly chopped. Now with the onions and the garlic, you want to keep them moving around your wok for no more than 30 to 40 seconds. We're not looking to fry up these onions or anything, we're just literally just getting some heat into them. We want to try and maintain that crunch if we can. Our next 2 ingredients are cashew nuts, 60 grams, not the pre-roasted, not the salted, raw cashew nuts, 60 grams. Together with 5 dried chillies, dried bird's eye chillies, just roughly chopped. Now, obviously, you can dial the chilli down or up depending on your personal preferences. I find 5 dried red chillies will produce a very nicely medium spiced dish. And again, stirring for maybe 30 or 40 seconds, no more than that. Our next ingredient, bell peppers. So you want to use 2 to 3 bell peppers depending on their size. I'm actually using 3 small bell peppers, which has allowed me to go green, yellow, red, which I've not done before, but I think this is going to look awesome. In that goes. So having added your bell peppers, you want to keep your mixture moving around the wok now, probably for about 60 seconds or so. You don't want the peppers to start going soft, you want them to stay crunchy, but you also want them to warm through. So I think we're just about ready now for the next step. The cashews look like they might be catching a little bit. The garlic is definitely catching. I can smell that roasted garlic aroma hitting my nostrils. It's fantastic. So this is now the final step. We're going to add our chicken and we're going to add our sauce. So let's do that. In goes our chicken, and with our chicken, our sauce. So you want to keep this mixture moving around the wok now for about 2 to 3 minutes, because the chicken's been sat to one side. It's obviously cooled down a bit, so we need to warm it back through. Also, you want that sauce that you just added to thicken up a little bit. That cornflour is going to start producing a really nice glossy thick sauce. So keep stirring until the chicken's warmed through and everything's got that nice glossy texture to it. So having stirred this around for the last 2 to 3 minutes, I'm calling it. I reckon this is done. There's one final step. I'm going to turn off the heat. We're going to add in some chopped spring onion. There's no need, obviously the heat's off, no need to cook this. It's literally stir it through and that'll add even more crunch to this dish. And there we go. So all that remains now is to serve this up with some jasmine rice. Get stuck in. And here we are, the finished article, my crispy chicken with cashew nut. I really hope that you guys enjoy cooking and eating it as much as I do both those things. Let me know how you guys get on. I'd love to hear from you. And I really hope to be cooking something else for you in the very near future. Thanks very much for watching. See you soon. Cheers.